we got another episode of Duly Noted. We got a special episode here where we on some brother to brother shit. I got my brother here.
We got mines over here.
So we gonna kind of try to talk about the dynamic it was growing up and all that good shit. We got the bowls here filled with questions. We gonna cycle the bowl around. And we gonna cycle the drinks around until both is empty and finished. And y'all deliberate what the fuck is gonna be going on after that, cause we clearly gonna be smacked. So we'll let everybody introduce themselves. Go ahead, JP.
It's your boy Jonah, man. Y'all already know what's up.
Everybody call me Capo. If you know, you know. Brooklyn.
You already know, boy CT. It's a good job.
I already know your host, man. Just Instagram, all that good shit. You already know what that is. So let's get into it, man. Go ahead, JP. First question.
Now we let our special guests start it off.
That's you? How do you feel about people comparing you to one another? I mean, how could you compare? That used to be annoying because when we was growing up, we would just be like the boys or Josie, and they didn't know if he was Josie or if I was Jonah. They'd be like, you Jonah? Or Joe? Like, they like we twins or something. Like, he clearly light skinned and I'm dark skinned. I can't tell the difference.
I hated that too because it was just like at a certain point in time in our life, they was just, no matter what, they saw us and they was just like, yo, what up, Jonah Josie?
Oh, wow.
It was just like, they just called us both the names and it's just like, it just got weird. But we did kind of dress exactly like all the time. But we're clearly two different tones, like in skin color. Like I don't get how people don't realize.
You know, old people slow, so they I'm ready to say Jonah. It's just like,
I feel like some of our older relatives in our family used to call us Chris and Justin and have no idea which one is which. I'm just like, yo, just blinking at the name.
the annoying part is they
We
still
got
don't
the
know which
boys
one
a
is
lot,
which.
right? It's a fact. We got the boys a lot too, though. Like, the boys had like everything, so it's like, it was regular, though.
What was the question again? Let me see that shit. I'm gonna be tortured, boy. Yo, yeah, here you go. Comparing, it was whack, right? So, backstory, I had a twin between me and my older brother. So I was originally supposed to be the youngest, but stillborn and shit like that. I had to get that nigga the fuck up out of there. So like, so me and my older brother look a lot alike, but because we so much in age, we was just, you know what I'm saying, the boys and all that shit. The comparison shit is so annoying, son. Like, especially when you feel like, cause like as the middle child a little bit, you kind of feel like you want your individuality, and it's whack cause the firstborn always got his individuality, and the lastborn always got their individuality. So you in the middle is just like, wherever you find your spot, you find your spot. That shit's just so whack, son. Cause for moments in life, it's just like you flew on the radar and nobody knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing something completely different. And the only time anybody really knew or they knew who I was when they wanted a favor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden I'm Justin. Like, that shit's a shot.
But
now you know.
But in the workings of it all, bro, like, even when we were developing our own personalities, and I mean, I was always the one in trouble. So it was like, but nobody knew because he was always the middle child flying under the radar, and it was his idea half the time. Like, I was just doing what he was telling me to do. So like, half the time I'm getting in trouble for shit.
Pinky in the brain.
I'm getting in trouble for shit that this nigga told me to do. I'm like, come on, bro.
Take a shot though.
So, but I mean, I appreciated it. Well, now when I'm older, I can say I can appreciate it because when I was younger, I begged for that separation. Like, yo, I'm me, he's him, and let's let that be what it is. So, but
I think the more fun part about this shit now is that you can tell people literally to fuck off. Like, you can really tell, yeah, get the fuck out of here. If you don't know my name by now, I'm damn near 30, boy. Get out of here. We ain't meant to even be cool.
Oldest child, middle child, last child syndrome. Do you suffer from any of these? Okay.
Don't lie neither. Don't call your bluff. You want some bullshit.
Some people said I suffer from last child syndrome, but and just to shed some light on that, it's basically you just being extra to stand out. Yes, there's no other way to say that, but yes, I definitely suffer from last child syndrome. I needed to stand out. That's it, because like I couldn't do nothing. First of all, with them being older, they was doing all the fun shit, and I had to stay in the house. That's whack, bro. Like, who wants to do that? Like, I gotta wait until I'm of age to do anything. Like, but they already doing it. So like, So yeah, some acting out happened, and then my overall personality too didn't help because I was just a wild boy. So.
There's two ways to look at it when you see this shit, right? And it's just to piggyback off of what you're saying. Is you looking at the last child from outside, when how everybody else sees you on the outside, and then the last child syndrome within the family, right? And this kind of goes to a lot of shit that plays out in the future. I have never met a motherfucker in the world who hates the snake. I have never met anybody in the world, you know. My bad for that. But I have never met anybody in the world who does not like him. Like, to the point where I remember some, like, again, like I flew so much under the radar, people forgot it existed because, like, we grew up in church, right? My mom used to, you know, Korean parents, they keep you in church all the time to try to whatever. And they would, like, give out bread for Christmas. But we used to use that bread, like, yo, we gonna take this joint, do whatever with it. We already know what we had planned out. Boy, it was Christmases where we just all would just be chilling, and everybody handing out envelopes. Cass got one, BJ got one, Chris got one. I'm standing there like, do I exist here? Like, yo, what, like, so that middle child syndrome is real, like, and like, considering now that that's how I felt when I was a kid, I think, like, my job in the future is to make sure if I have more than 3 kids, you know what I'm saying? Or 3 kids, to make sure that the middle child gets his fair share of whatever, because, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to grow up like how I grew up.
Yeah, it's weird for me because I feel like I experienced like both the middle child syndrome and older brother syndrome too, because of all the kids my father had. They all younger than us too, so we gotta be an older brother in that play too. But I felt like, I don't know, growing up too, sometimes I kind of felt that middle child syndrome. That
It should work.
It is.
It
is. But I don't know. I didn't have any stories as bad as that. Like, I got my cards at Christmas. Tough growing up in the Thompson house.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know, being the oldest is like, you the first, so, you know.
You always there.
Yo, that shit.
Like Jesus. It's like, Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Not to compare myself to Jesus and that, but it was always, I had to set the pace, I had to set the tone. I wasn't thinking about it though. I wasn't like, I gotta do this. Like maybe now, like as I got older, but like we so close in age, I would be like, I gotta do this, and be like a year and a half apart. We damn near the same age.
Right.
Like, what possibly could I do in a year and a half that you're not gonna be able to do? So, but you know, when things went wrong, you the oldest, so you the oldest, so you should know better.
Hanging out with one another's friends. Is there a level of discomfort? Is there a level of discomfort, or is it all love? Man, this is it's a lot stacked on this. I got no problems with hanging out with his friends. You feel me? I just want to make sure that, like, cause I keep my friends on a level of I'm gonna treat y'all just like I treat my family, like, and I feel like at a point in time. You got a group of friends, say you got 100 friends, there's probably like 10 out that group, maybe 15 plus that you just like, nah, y'all separate yourselves out the group. Whatever happened, you know what I'm saying? You don't choose it, it just happens organically. So that's the way I keep my friends. I keep my friends and my family on the same level. And if I see that his friends not doing the same thing, I got a problem with that. You feel what I'm saying? So I keep it hot. Like, it's some people that he kick it with that I just honestly just don't fuck with. Right. Just off the strength of how they treated him. Like, it was never been no malice between me and them, but because I seen some grimy shit happen with him and certain people, it's like, I'm not gonna be a dickhead, but that's not my man.
Gotcha.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But I got no problem kicking it, but I mean, he know that too, so I hope that, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna put him in an awkward spot, and I'm not gonna ever act like that, but again, like sometimes I got a fly on the wall syndrome, and I just split the background and just make sure he's comfortable if he want me there, whatever the case is.
Yeah. For the most part, growing up, we have the same core friends that we mainly chill with. Where it kind of separated is when we both went off to school. When I went to Buff, you know what I mean? I made my friends there. When he went to Bing, he made his friends there. But I could honestly say on both sides, like I know my people when he came to Buff, they embraced him like, you know what I mean, like he was me, like that's my family. They embraced him as such, and every time I went around him and his, like they embraced me the same kind of way. It was all love. So I guess we kind of like, I don't know, chose good groups of people to kind of be around that kind of like similar to our mindset and where we was going in life for the most part.
Yeah, it's like our family. That's how it was. The culture. If you had friends, whoever, it could be cousins, it could be whoever. When you brought your friends through, our family treated them like they was family.
Right.
So that's how we operate. So when people come through, they can always feel love. They can always like, yo, this man cool here. And that's how it is. So if I'm around his friends, like when he went to high school, went to different high schools, it was like that. I'm a mesh well because we keep each other like, our family keeps, everybody involved. So it's not, you might not meet somebody, but you're like, oh yeah, I heard of Didi Bell, I heard of Kendra, I never met you, but I heard your name before. So everybody's always in the loop. So it always just mesh. It was never like, these is his friends and it's awkward. As football players, because I used to go to the games like a cheerleader. These niggas is tired from football. I chill with the cheerleaders. You know what I'm saying? But they still was the same.
Yeah, I found family dynamic was a little different because my mom, she was a heavy disciplinary. To say it for better words. So like she was always heavy on making sure there was separation between his friends being that they were older and the people I hung out with. So like, but he always had the lit friends. So like, so after a while, I was like, I always wanted to hang out with him and his friends because they was always doing the fun stuff. Like, you feel me? So like, it was always cloudy in regards to like, oh, me and my friends, because like most of the time, him and his friends that was doing this stuff, I was trying to hang out with him, and it kind of evolved even as we got older, because like it's the same as it comes now. Like it's like his friends is, and that pedestal he holds his friends on is family to me as well. So it's like, I mean, anybody that's good with him is good with me.
Can you remember any specific situation that your brother helped you through? Plenty.
Anyone in particular that stands out that you
man, let me see.
Oh, I got a bad one.
That my brother helped me through. I mean, it's been so much. I mean, fights. Even just advice, like especially like life advice, and like times like now. You know what I'm saying? Give me just advice on certain decisions to make. I guess him being a older brother too, I was able to see whatever mistakes he made and just kind of look like I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
Because I kind of see how that turned out.
Right.
So I think being a younger brother, that's one of the benefits. Like if you get to watch your older brother
100%
and his ins and outs and makes his mistakes, I just feel like that's just helping me without even verbally having to say anything to me. So I was just watching.
Agreed, 100%.
Yeah, that's always constant. I feel like anytime I do some wild shit, when I like feel guilty or I know like I fucked up, I always go to him and be like, it was OD. Looking for him to just be like, it was OD, but you good.
I feel like you can ask mad people. You ask mad people, and you just go to your bro and be like, yo, son, you can't be.
You know the truth.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think most, like, your friends kind of gotta, they gotta idea you, but it's to an extent where it's like, damn, you know me since I was like you feel me? So your opinion is gonna matter a lot more, bro. You feel me? But
he the closest person that's sitting with the door closed.
I'm sorry, I just had to reread the question. That situation when your brother helped you do. I mean, yeah, like college. So, like, college, bro. Like, I mean, this is like crazy. I mean, me, I went to a community college at first too, so it's like, yeah. So like, I transferred schools within my 4 years. And he kind of helped me and directed my path back towards sanity. after my whole basketball fiasco went kind of like belly up, so it's like he definitely helped point me in the right direction and get me back in the atmosphere where it was a healthy atmosphere, put it that way. So
I'm a fold on the grenade here. And I'm gonna tell a story that I kind of kept to myself for a little while that only he knows, but I'm gonna keep it hot. This is the one story that stands out to me more than anything. Yeah. So, I forgot when it was. It was a while when I was kind of just like, when I first moved to North Carolina, I was traveling a lot. Like, it was LA, and it was Texas, and we was in Charlotte for a little while, and we just bouncing from place to place. Went to Texas, and a couple weeks before, he had told me a story about some stuff that happened in Buff, and I was just crying. I was on the floor. And I was on, the story, you gonna get the story, you'll understand the story, I guess, what happens. And he was like, so it's not funny, bro, like, chill, like, it ain't funny. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I'm crying, boom. So I'm in Texas, and we went to this, me, Cecily, my homegirl, and our homeboys went to this Yin Yang Twins. It was like a festival, but the Yin Yang Twins did performing. So I'm there drinking, I'm getting bent, whatever. Then after that, the three of us, cause her homeboy had to go to some like wedding rehearsal or whatever. We had went to this bar where we was just there chilling. We was drinking, nothing crazy. So you know me, man. I was macking on this the bartender that was there. We was talking for a little bit, and I told her to give me her number. My phone had died, probably throughout the festival. So I'm like, yo, my phone dead, text me, whatever. We went to another spot after, like, we was there for probably like 3 hours drinking, smoking hookah and shit like that. We left and went to another spot to meet a homeboy. Probably like, this is probably like the festival ended at like 1. We was probably at the spot from like 1 to like, if not 2 to 6 there. We was there from some wild time or something down. Went to the other spot. I'm bent, you feel me? And when I get into a club where there's too many people, I find a place where I can post up, just chill. So, you're right. I had on a floral gray shirt, some green jeans, and my 750s on. Whatever. Okay. Got there, posted up. Cecily was like, yo, give me your phone. Back up. When I walked in, some girl grabbed my butt. So her friend was standing. I'm like, yo, you don't gotta grab my ass, unless you could just say like hi, whatever the case was. We standing there chopping it up.
Me too.
So I was there talking to the both of them or whatever the case was. I'm like, yo, like who gonna take my number? And when instead I take it over, I'm like, yo, my phone didn't hit me up, but as soon as it come on, I'm gonna hit you back, whatever. So I went to go post up. Cecily took my phone, put it on the charger, and brought me a big ass shot of Jameson. I'm like, fuck it, throw the shit back, knocked it out, chilling there, posted. It was a girl sitting next to me, and I'm just talking to her, nothing crazy. Some random dude came out of nowhere, was standing next to me. I'm like, all right, whatever. He dabbed me up like, yo, that's a fire shirt you got on. I'm like, all right, good looks. I mean, it wasn't nothing. It was like a pack of shirt, like $12, nothing wow. He was like, yo, like, and this is when I had aspirations of moving to Texas. So he was like, yo, I'm connected out here, take my math, hit me up. Like, well, he was like, let's exchange numbers. Hit me up when you get out here. You know what I'm saying? It was a regular dude. I'm like, all right, bet.
Cool, where the story
I was waiting for y'all to tell me. It clicked to me when you had a floral shirt on.
It was a regular shirt. The fit was hot. I don't even fuck what y'all talking about. The fit was fine.
So we gonna put a picture of the fit at the end of the video. Y'all decide it was fire. I don't know.
So it was it. I left. I was bent. We got up out of there. I'm leaving. Son saw me, was like, yo, all right, peace out, right? How at me? I'm like, all right, whatever. Left. Got some food. Went back to Cecily homeboy crib. Gave me another shot of Jack. That shit put me out. I was bent. Went back to Cecily crib, and I was so drunk that I was sleeping on an air mattress in her crib that I didn't even blow the air mattress up. I just slept on the bare mattress, boy. So I heard my phone vibrating as I plugged it in. It was going off crazy. So it's like 2, 3 in the morning. I'm like, all right, good. It's lit, it's active. I mean, I'm woken up, I'm rejuvenated, I'm ready to get crazy. So I'm thinking that, like, somebody texted me saying it was good. I'm thinking it's one of the joints that, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Boy. Let me tell you, son. I'm going through the conversation with whoever the person is thinking that it's a female. Son. It's dude that,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying?
So they ain't that shirt.
Wow.
I'm like, yo, once I realized, I'm like, son, like, hold up. Like, yo, it ain't even like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He tried to play it off like, yo, shorty that was next to you, that was eating, wanted to see what's good, so she gonna use my phone because she got a dude, and she don't want to be messy. I'm like, I'm not about to tell you what I want to do with her, thinking that, you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to get no wires crossed. So he was like, I bet I'm gonna give her the phone. Yo, it's me. Like, what? Like, what?
Y'all texting.
Yo, like, so you expect me to think that after I know that you a dude that I'm about to continue to text you? Nah.
Shout out to the
So you helped him out
LGBT
on this?
I'm
Yo, get into that.
Son, so once
taking me on the turn here.
bro, once I found out it was dude, I'm like, yo, no bullshit. I'm not, no offense, but that's not the vibe I'm on. It's over. I put my phone down. I'm like, yo, it's a wrap. I'm not about to entertain this bullshit.
You want to look at his phone?
Boy, shit kept going on. Son kept texting me. Boy, I'm in the car, yo, and saying wild shit too, like, yo, you wild, sexy.
Nah,
I'm driving, yo.
I need you to get to the point.
I curved it. I'm curving this shit, bro. I'm driving in the car. After I told
No means no.
bro.
Leave me alone.
After it's a little drawn out, my fault. After all that shit happened, I fell asleep. Woke up the next morning, we took Renee to the airport, went back to Celsea crib, fell asleep. She took me to the airport probably like 4 hours later. Boys sent me a video of him doning some other nigga off. Right? And you know me, bro, I got my headphones in all the time, son. Imagine me pressing play on that shit, bro. Cause the video was filtered, so you couldn't see what was there. But once you hit the button, you heard the shit, son. Like, I was vexed, boy. I was vexed. And the point that got me fucked up was that, like, that's the last thing I remember about Texas, right? After that shit, I got on the plane. I'm flying back home. I'm trying to fall asleep on the plane. I'm hungover from last night. I shut my eyes. I'm like, all I can hear is the sound. All I can see was like, yo, boy, like, what perplexed you to do that? Yo, for like 2 weeks straight, son, boy, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't function, bro. I'm like, yo, what perplexed this fool to do no shit like that, to make him think? And I started to question myself, like, damn, what did I do to make son really do some shit like that?
Full shirt, bro.
Yo, bro, the shirt was hot though. The shit was sick. I was tight, bro.
Yeah, he thought the same thing.
Yo, 2 weeks after we came back to New York City, and he came and got me with my mom's, bro. So we walking through Stop and Shop. And I told the nigga the story. Yo, bro, this nigga's on the floor in Stop and Shop. Crying, son. Crying.
Yo, this story happened.
And I couldn't do nothing at that point but laugh. Like, yo, fuck you, bro. Yo, son. At that point, son, the laughter alone. And he was like, yo, son, just wipe it up, bro. Same shit happened to me, bro. And I told you not to laugh, but you laughed and now, bro.
That's
You know what I'm
wild.
saying?
Yeah,
Shit was wild. Son.
That's a story,
That's
just
a
bro.
fact.
How different is your relationship now compared to before? I would just say that we just matured. So I just think the dynamics of the things that we talk about changed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more about like geared towards just becoming successful and putting certain things in order in life and happiness and being there for each other as far as like, therapy wise, just, let me vent to you, let me talk to you, or just looking for advice for like life and things that are gonna like benefit us to move forward in life as men.
Mm-hmm.
So, back in the day it was like, cards and school, it's like certain aspects of it. We still talk about sports and stuff like that too. But now it's just more like just grown man talk, like what's the next move? What are we doing? And we both kind of apply the pressure on each other to figure out like what's good.
Yeah, basically. Just because we growing together, so going through our 20s together, going through all those different stages together, so it's always a conversation. It might not be like a planned conversation, but you might just bounce ideas off of one another, just let niggas know, yeah, I'm thinking about doing this, or I'm about to do this, and you support it. So That's ongoing from young. Now it's just talk about different shit now. Family,
Big boy talk.
jobs,
Right.
money, saving.
Well, coming from a large family, like I craved when I was younger, I craved independence. I craved, like, I wanted to be apart from. I mean, I remember one year I forgot what it was or what situation it was. Probably Christmas or something like that. I mentioned earlier, we getting Christmas cards and both our names on it. I'm like, yo, bro, we different people, bro. I want my card, get him his card, bro. Simple as that. Like, and he was looking at me like I was crazy. Like, yo, chill, bro. But when I was young, I craved that independence. And now, as I grew older and I know myself a little bit more and better, and as we grow separately to be our own different men, I don't mind the connectivity. I don't mind the brothers. I don't mind it at all. It's like I actually prefer it. I mean, I appreciate it more because you got a permanent right hand man, bro, forever. Like, so it's like
big facts.
You learn to appreciate it.
Oh, hold on, before you pick the next question. Since you're talking about the closer relationship and whatever, Capo, you know what I'm saying? Just tied the knot. Did that change your aspect on things, and how did it make you feel at the time when it was going down?
It didn't change anything. It just kind of like motivated me to kind of feel like when those things were happening, it kind of made me feel like he's really like growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like he's really taking the steps to be on some like I'm making grown man moves. Like I'm not even on no playing around no more. I'm not on that just being out there no more. Like I'm really like making moves, and I just feel like it's inspiring in a sense because the way our household grew up, it wasn't
like that, right?
Like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at what he's creating and the type of household that he's creating, and it's inspiring. It's motivating. And it's like I said, I'm watching him, do his things, like not just making his mistakes, but also in his success too. Like he really did that. So I looked at it like, yo, it's motivating. It's motivating because that's what we all should strive for, the type of households that we can have to, when we, with our kids and whenever we have kids, like for us to do the same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's really doing it.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Claiming one.
I already know what this question is.
Claiming one another. Do you introduce your brother as your brother to individuals that don't know that don't know that you are brothers? I do not. I will fall on that grenade absolutely right now. I do not. I hate what it is that, again, this stems from the middle child syndrome. I crave individuality, right? You feel what I'm saying? I feel like your name is who you are. Like, your name is your name. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and don't diminish who I am or don't amplify who I am by associating me with whoever it is that I'm family with or whatever. Because you want to do that to friends. You wouldn't be like, oh, where's your friend at? Or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh,
where's your brother?
Right. Yeah. That's the annoying part. And I'm saying, so I guess the backstory about that is that when we was in Buff, I sat him down the first day he was there. I remember shit like it was yesterday. I did not want him to go there. I told him not to go there. I told Faj not to recruit you to go there because I wanted my space, and he did it anyway. So, I told him probably like the spring semester and the summertime, he was on my steps in Rockaway. Like,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, you know what I'm saying? I told you not to recruit this nigga. Like, yo, let him rock out. Like, get out of here. But honestly, that was the best thing that ever happened in our relationship. Like, so the first day he was there, I'm like, yo, we went to the U, I got him some grub, and I sat him down on the far side of the Union so that nobody would see us. Like, yo, this is how we gonna play this shit. Like, we're not gonna tell nobody we can. We're not gonna do that. And whoever fuck with you, gonna fuck with you at the strength that they fuck with you. Whoever gonna fuck with me, whoever's been fucking with me, gonna fuck with me. And I'm gonna keep it hot. The joints that wanna fuck with you, is gonna fuck with you. The joints that hate me is gonna fuck with you. And the joints that love you is gonna love you. And the joints that hate you is gonna fuck with me. It's like, it's a perfect quarter. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's how it worked. Like, and this is Chris. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I had situations where it was like I went to my older brother's school, and it was like, oh, you bring the brother. my older brother don't play no sports. You feel me? So I'm going to the gym. This one I'm in my bowling days, and I'm killing these JUCO dudes. And he's like, yo, where you from? Who are you? And somebody came and was like, yo, that's Brandon brother. No, I'm not Brandon brother. I'm Justin. Call me Justin or Just or whatever. Just don't call me Brandon brother. Like,
Gotcha.
You feel me? So
he didn't want that experience from me
at all
in Buffalo. So I mean, I can definitely appreciate him demanding that level of individuality amongst ourselves.
That shit worked to perfection.
It worked perfectly. It's like
perfection.
some people really had a hard time connecting the dots.
Some people are just not intelligent because y'all had that stretch going for so long, and I see every time it came up, I just seen it unfold, and I just sit back like, yo, people are just mad dumb. It was just really mad funny. Like it was just mad funny to see it. Eventually, people caught on, so it was just like whatever. But in the beginning, that it was hilarious to me. But as far as we never done nothing like that. Every time he introduced me, or I got introduced, it'll be like it would be like my name, and then then if it was his kind of psych, like if I go to Bing like, yo, this is my man Jonah, yo, that's Capo brother, like it would be like a add on to it, depending on where we were,
right.
Like you know what I'm saying, or if he came to Buff. And he was introduced to somebody. It'll be like, yo, that's Jonah's brother, right? And then be like, oh snap, that's crazy. Like,
except for the people on the Bandicoot.
So it was just kind of like an add-on, and it also just depended on who we was around, what groove we was around, and just if it was in my groove, that's something that was tagged along. If I was in his, that was something that was added on. But I feel what you're saying. I don't want to just be, yo, that's Capo's brother. Nah, I'm Jonah,
right.
But I'm Capo's brother. Like you can add that on, but make sure I'm getting introduced.
Right.
That's who I am first.
That's a fact.
And then if they add it on, but if it was just on some like, yo, what's good, this Capo's brother, I'd be like, I'm Jonah, like, but you first, you know what I'm saying? So that's the way I viewed it and looked at it.
I kind of liked it because I thought it was like people that knew, like if someone knows who your sibling is, they feel like they're close to you.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know, I was a cool nigga, so like, cool and shit. So they will always feel like to prove to other people that I'm closer to Capo than you are, I'm gonna talk about some shit that I know other people don't know about, like his brother. And then they'll go into, yeah, Jonah, he's way nicer than Capo. I don't know. And they'll turn into that, but then it'll just be people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was funny. He getting his buzz. I'm not gonna get his buzz. I want him to get his buzz. So when he come up, I don't even have to worry about him.
I don't know what is it with y'all older brothers, bro. Younger brothers always get the nicer rap right now. I don't know. His brother's definitely, he's a nicer brother.
But it's not my fault. That should be implanted since I was a kid, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, now I gotta be a dickhead for everybody to understand what's what. Like,
And now he just enjoys me.
now I enjoy it. Like,
And I'm the person that gotta talk everybody else on the clip. Like, yo, that's just the way he is.
Just the way he is.
he's either gonna love it or you not. Like, and if you don't fuck with it, fuck you.
How was it being the oldest / firstborn? Was there any kind of pressure? So, yes.
That's a good question.
That's something y'all
I'm
should
not an older brother, but
I'm an older brother, but I'm not a firstborn.
That's a fact.
That shit is, I don't know, I never really felt no pressure. It was like, not like I came from like a family that was like, you know, that, like I was like the first generation on the mom's side kind of to go to college out of the kids, like out of the grandkids and stuff. So it wasn't like, you know, a set path where we come from, where everyone's going to college, everyone is having second degrees or having careers and moving like that. So it kind of was like, that's just what I was, you know, groomed to do in a sense, to kind of like start off or kick off something new for the generation coming. So I actually didn't start feeling pressure until like I was ready in my career and I had my family and everything. And then I started feeling the pressure because now it's like he went through college, he graduated high school, went through college, he joined the frat, he graduated, he went back, he graduated again, he's doing this, he's doing that. So then now people start gravitating towards you more. And And then now you start feeling the pressure because they're gonna wanna make sure that they have their kids or whether they're my younger siblings or cousins or whatever around you, because they want you to be around people young that's doing it, because you see it and you're gonna implement it and then you're gonna wanna do it. So just having that thought, I was like, dang, now I really gotta be an example and be on my shit so they can see, like, it don't just stop once you get a degree and you get a job. Like, you gotta keep pushing. So it's pressure. It's more pressure now than it was before.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
So go worst traits and best traits about your brother. I say worst traits and best traits is pretty much the same shit. That he sees the good in people even when they don't deserve it. And he's honestly the best trait is his financial mind. You feel me? Because if I'm about to make a stupid purchase and I know it's a stupid purchase, if I call him and he like, yo, bro, like you doing your thing, go ahead and do what you gotta do. 9 times out of 10 buy it. You feel me? But yeah.
Worst, probably have to say play too much. Yeah, I mean, he'll be quick to say something to kind of get under your skin that he know probably get you mad, but he'll just do it anyway. Like, for whatever. Best trait, I'll probably have to say brave, in the sense of that him being the older brother, he had to do everything first, and he kind of like jumped into he wore that armor. Like I'm jumping into whatever it is. Whether it was when we were younger, start getting the job first. Like, you know, we was looking at that like I gotta go to work. You know what I mean? Got that coming in, getting paychecks, you know, handing mom's bread to give towards the household. That's brave for the 14-year-old to be doing. That's right. Just going through life, being the first to have to experience college. You know, being the first, you know, to really like, you know, tie the knot, getting married and things of that nature. So it's like he really like took those steps first. So yeah, I would say brave and just motherfucker like get under your skin, man.
That's crazy. That nigga's sensitive. I say brave too, because even though I was older, him like playing football and like really having a position on his team that stood out, I was like, damn, I always wanted to play sports. But it just never clicked for me. Like, I was like, but it clicked for him. So I was like, damn, how he got the skill to play football and shit, and I can't. I know I can play, I think, you know, not with equipment on and shit. You know, and then like, even like trying out for teams, like, even like in 7th grade, when I was in 7th grade, he was in 6th in Florida, he tried out for the basketball team. I was scared. I was like, ain't no way I'm going against these niggas. He was on the 6th grade team, and I had to go try out with the 7th and 8th graders, and these niggas was nice. Mm-hmm. So I was like practicing before the tryouts, and I know when my older cousin had, he was like, yo, this nigga's not gonna but they come to the trial center for moral support. And then he did it, so I was like, damn, this nigga, he really like, I gotta find some shit that I'm good at. You know what I'm saying? So that being brave, that courageous, you know, mentality he had. Because now he had an older person. I was supposed to be the older person, but I wasn't playing sports, so him to be like, yeah, I'm gonna be nice like that. Like, he had to set that pace for himself. So, but for, on the flip side, he say like, I play too much. I just feel like he let shit get him. Like, loosen up.
No, that's true. I'm gonna say that's very true, bro. So,
loosen up a little bit.
For sure.
Well, in my this nigga's cold, bro. Like, one of his worst shit, yo, he's so cold, bro.
Yeah,
he's ice, bro. It's like, yo, bro. Like, sometimes I gotta tell him off the cliff, like, bro, you can't be that cruel, bro. Like, you gotta chill, bro. Like, it's like, yo, he could be so cold at times, though, bro. Like, I'm like, damn, son, he just, son really got a black hole for a heart sometimes, bro. I'm like, damn, son. Like, sometimes I really gotta kind of like reason with him to see like the empathy of to have empathy about the other side of the situation sometimes. So like that'll be one of his negative traits, and then positive like it's like I would just say like his natural ability to adapt, bro. Like he has a flawless natural ability to adapt. So like even if it's not his idea or and it's something that came from someone else, like he would adapt to it and make it his completely own. I was always the type to embrace different and new things. It wasn't necessarily him to initiate it, but like he would see me initiate it and then adapt to the situation and make it completely his own. Like and I thought he always had the knack and ability to do that, which I admired. That like he made it his own. It's not like he just did it. He also did it and made it his.
Right.
I mean, I probably came from that middle child syndrome.
like taking a perfectly straight.
Yes.
Like how you
Ben Brims and Far Rock. What you talking about?
Ben Brims
Ben Brims and shit.
Ben Brims and Brooklyn.
Fights, who won more?
I can tell you who lost one.
You. Talking about Clapper boy.
I feel like we haven't had a lot of fights, arguments yet, but like a lot of fights. But when we did, I feel like they were bad. Like we would turn all the way up. We don't fight a lot, but when we fight, it's like
I might not can't fight, but I'm not pussy.
That's a quote nobody even knows. It's whatever. That's whatever. But I feel like who won more? I'm gonna just say it's a dead even split. You know,
no.
Because even when we do fight, I'm not fighting him like I'm fighting somebody out in the street. I'm not trying to kill you.
Put him on.
But I'm just,
I might try to hurt you, but I'm not gonna kill you.
Right.
So we've been there. We had some when we don't fight a lot, but when we do fight, it's to the max.
Nah,
it's to the max.
We used to fight with dumb shit when we was kids. But now I don't want to hurt him, so I wouldn't want to go.
He's breathing too hard.
Dumb shit. It's a fight over video games. I mean, he was winning too much, so I get tired. But it's fight. It's like, I mean,
that's it. Any more questions, comments, concerns?
I mean, let's just finish whatever's in our cup. Chris already did his, right? This is a good one.
You haven't, man. Look out for the episode. You already know how it go, man. You either spread love, kick rocks.
All I ever needed, I can never find. All I ever